While today's parents are trying to revive themselves and make themselves look more youthful, their children are busy caking on makeup, wearing clothes sizes too small to show their bodies, engaging in activities such as smoking and sex, all to look and feel older. Children are also being treated as if they're adults, which only makes matters worse. David Elkin, a professor of childhood study and the author of The Hurried Child, says that our society is compressing childhood more and more to where children are not able to be children for that long. He says children are under tremendous pressure to be mature and to grow up when they have not had the chance to develop emotional maturity. Since childhood provides children the time they need to mature and learn critical skills, we must reevaluate our parenting skills, which encourage them to grow up fast so that children may enjoy being a child. Today I am going to explain how this problem has gotten out of control, who is most likely to be affected by this problem, and why we should be concerned. First, let's take a look at how big the problem is. This is a trend not only in the United States, but throughout the industrialized world. According to Rosario, an editor from the Star Online, statistics shows this issue has began to increase among society as the years pass by. Parents are unconsciously forcing children more and more to grow up sooner than necessary. I believe that parents are unconsciously making their children older than what they are, and since they are unaware of the issues and the consequences that will arise from this, they are continuing to do this. Since it is almost impossible to change the world, the market industry, and our social class, this problem won't be solved soon. This saying that this problem will continue to be a problem for as long as we let it. Now that we're aware of how big the problem is, let's take a look at who is affected mostly by this issue. Children are mostly affected by the fact that they are growing up too fast. This issue affects almost all children living in the modern era tremendously. Clearly, this is a disadvantage to the kids in our world today that are stripped of their childhood. Because most children's childhood is short-lived, it will affect them because they aren't able to enjoy childhood. And Rosario says that it causes psychological problems such as stress and other things like that, health issues and social problems amongst children. So it definitely affects children. Taking into account all the information we have this far, it leads me to my last point of why this should concern us. According to Sweat, children who are rushed to grow up before they are ready, or who have too many pressures like adults, they may develop stress-related health problems such as nervousness, hyperactivity, sleep disorders, and headaches, and other things of that sort. They're also at an increased risk for social and behavioral problems, academic problems, and teen pregnancy, and the use of alcohol and other drugs. Children that are hurried still also miss out on a lot of simple pleasures of growing up, of innocent fun and happy experiences that they should be able to reminisce on when they are adults. There are developmental tasks at different stages of a child's life that they should reach, but not at this time. Children have plenty of years ahead of them to face the tasks and developmental challenges of adolescence and adulthood, according to Sweat. In light of the previous points in which my research support, I hope that you see the fact that children growing up too fast is indeed an issue. Now that we see this is a problem, and this isn't just a problem within one household, but within the world, we must take heed to the issue and not allow our children to carry on as adults. Childhood is a time to be mastering what they need to master as a child, to learn at school, to relate to peers, and to be a part of a family, and most of all, to play. The consumer, sexual, and competitive role are developmentally meant to come later in life when a person's brain and body are developed well enough to handle them. The child's brain and body are not developed well enough to handle these pressures just yet. So for these reasons, I believe we should steer our children in the direction so that they may long live childhood.